Go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sanity Check. We're here. We're here again. The time for spooky is over, and now it is time for a much more, I guess, less spooky topic, since we did horror RPGs and movies and video games and such last month. We're now going to be talking about, since next month is going to be a big superhero movie coming out. I thought it was great. It'd be a great time to talk about superhero RPGs, and I hope you like the title. I came up with that for this podcast. It's pretty good. So, all right. So we have, of course, back after her long sabbatical because of I'm pretty sure it's because of school, right, Winter?
Yes. I
Yes.
mean, no, I just was mysteriously disappeared for a while.
She went into the Phantom Zone for a while.
Yes.
She was in the multiverse.
I was doing magic.
Yes. we have Winter Heart here today, and we have, of course, my other co-host as well, ShebaKaboom, who is one who's all about with great power comes great responsibility.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, pretty much. And of course, there's me, Big Iron, the incredible Big Iron, all gamma radiated and such. So we're gonna start this motherfucker off pretty good. So let's do this. So me and Sheba have done multiple superhero campaigns throughout our time as gamers. Winter, from what we talked about before the podcast went live, you have like no prior experience at all.
Never have I played.
And that's okay.
That's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, so the one game that comes to mind, and this is actually a pretty good game, I think, for beginners. I think Sheba can agree with me. If you want to get into superhero.
The most basic one that you could probably get into, I'll take over for till he comes back. To get into is the most popular version of the superhero tabletop RPGs is Mutants and Masterminds. This is a 1d20 system. That means you only use one d20.
Only one dice?
Only one dice. And you just basically, if you have basic math, I hope to God that people do. If you need to use a calculator, go right ahead. If not, well, it's all right.
Huzzah.
I came back from the ether.
It's okay. I just told him about Mutants and Masterminds, and then
okay.
I got to the part where we're talking about you only use one die and you just use basic math.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got so far.
Yeah. So so like Sheba said, it's really great about that you only use one die. But the big thing about Mutants and Masterminds is it's a point buy system. So you can there's no classes really. I mean, there's like archetypes that you can play. So you can be like, I want to be the energy controller, which is like, Johnny Storm or a Starfire or something like that. Okay. So there's an archetype, but then if you want, do we have a viewer? Hey!
You have a viewer. Yeah.
Hey.
I self high five myself.
Nice.
Virtual
Pepperbone, what is up, my dude? We're talking about superheroes today, so
if you're in the mood for superheroes or you just got hyped up for the new Spider-Man movie, well, here you are.
Yeah. Or the Spooderman.
It's your friendly neighborhood Spooder, man. Oh my god.
Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
Some radioactivity. He's got like, I like the fucking TikTok where someone actually made a Spooder Man cosplay. It looks so fucking horrendous. Like the radioactive bite just kind of actually just gave him tumors. It's just like, oh my god.
When you think you're gonna get superpowers, but instead you just get horrifying cancer.
Another one of my favorite Spider-Man TikToks was like, hey yo, it's your man, Fat Boy Spider-Man. If you need some saving or have at a buffet, and he shows him having a gut.
A huge beer gut. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, that's right. So it's a point buy system. So you can actually really make some really unique custom characters. So I've seen people use this system to create like they made like they didn't even make like superheroes. They just made like characters from movies and TV and such. There was one that I saw. Someone did a full-on like Mutants and Mastermind sheet of the entire Buffy cast, and it was really accurate, like scarily accurate to, if you've seen that show. I'm a little old, so there you go. Or for the newer people, they also have one for Supernatural, of course. So your Sam, dude, get the salt. So, but the awesome thing is, and it's also like measured by like certain like distances and such, how you do your powers and such. It's a really cool system, and we've played this system. God, like how many campaigns did we do, Sheba?
So far. Hang on, let me actually do the math. We did 4.
4, yeah.
Wow.
We
I think
did
I'd
an
like
event.
that system, the customization. That'd be cool.
It is like I'm actually going to be using it winter for after my Digimon game that we're going to be doing. I'm actually going to be doing an Avengers game.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if you want to make like Scarlet Witch or
Or
hell, I'll let
Loki.
you. Or Loki. I'll let you be Loki.
Hmm.
Or you can, if you want to be like an X-Men character, I'm totally okay with that. So if you want to be Jean, you can.
Ugh, I'm still so salty about X-Men. I
It's
gotta work
fine.
up to getting the love back for it.
Getting it back.
They have to
Yeah.
work for it.
Yes,
They really do have to work for it. After Dark Phoenix, I think a lot of people just kind of gave up.
I'm indifferent, where I just go to like, I'm like, you know what? I knew it was gonna be bad, so I'm just gonna like
Show.
I'm looking over to the 90s Evolution as well as Wolverine the X-Men and be like, come here.
You're the good boy.
Come here. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get you back. We'll get you back in the mainstream.
Someday.
Nay, nay, I say.
Nay, I say. But yeah, like that's the awesome thing about Mutants and Masterminds is you can play like different kinds of genres of the superhero gen. So if you want to do like Avengers, pretty much where it's like the MCU, you can do that. If you want to play the time period I grew up in when I was a kid and reading comics, the dark age of comics. So
The
everybody's
90s.
like, yeah, where everybody's like super buff. They have like guns and shit.
And we're living on the edge.
The edge, yeah. And everybody was like either like a ninja or they're from hell.
Jeez.
So you can play Spawn.
And some people have mullets.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something, bro. Superman with a mullet, best idea ever. I love that. Do you ever think Wonder Woman just looked at him during that time period and just went, "Bro, where'd you get your conditioner at?"
I remember she had like a biker jacket at the time.
Yeah, I remember that too.
It was like
I actually liked it.
Yeah, it was that was an experimental time.
It was very experimental.
Some ideas worked, some ideas no.
Didn't. young blood. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I would like to see the TV show if it was actually finished.
Probably be awful.
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, it'd be like, oh, well, there it is. There it is.
There it is. Or I think a really cool idea that I've seen people wanting to do with any superhero game or system. There's a lot of them, by the way. The Mutants and Masterminds is the one that we usually play. There's another one that is... Yeah, I know. Hold on. Put your boner away, sir.
No. Fuck you.
It's called Godlike.
Anyway.
Oh my god. Good thing this is a podcast for mature audiences. As mature as you can get with this fucking place. Anyway, with that system, oh god, I even forgot how to play that game. But yeah, so you can like do different flavors of superheroes. So like I said, like the modern kind of stuff that you see in like movies and such. I think Winter, you're more familiar with that kind, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said edgelord in the chat.
Damn right, that's me.
Lording over those edges.
That me, bro. But you could do like almost like a Golden Age game but it's set in World War II.
Yeah, that's basically what Godlike is. It's World War II. But in this one, the superpowers are more, I guess they would say, a little realistic and all that, because they actually have like conditions with it. Like if you're running, like if you have super speed, but the problem is you're running so fast, you need like, if you're running this amount of like speed, you need the same amount to slow down because, you know, physics.
Ooh, I like when games do that.
So you'll like this one.
So, and then as well as if you're invincible, like you're vulnerable to everything, but you pass out for 2 hours because you overexerted yourself.
That's cool.
Stuff
Or
like
if
that.
you want to be invisible, you have to close your eyes. I saw somebody make a character like that, and I'm like, good lord, how do you do that? Well, he has to close his eyes, so he has like a penalty and stuff to like vision-based stuff.
Wow.
And I remember seeing a post about that, and they're like, well, what happened to your character? Well, he blinked accidentally. And in Godlike, you're not invincible, so if somebody shoots you, you're probably going to die horribly.
It's great.
It's like Saving Private Ryan. Like, it's like that part where the dude takes his helmet off and gets his brain shot.
It's like Lucky Bastard.
Lucky Bastard. Yeah, pretty much. That's what exactly happened. And that's
boobs,
more
only eyes, only face.
only face.
No boobs. That's tragic.
Yeah, well, that's why Nick ex-Boomy like kind of. But she goes, no boobs, only eyes, only face.
It's actually creepy. You just see somebody that's their superpower is that's what they like, they're invisible, but their face is the only thing showing. So you just see this thing just coming at you, and you're just like, oh shit!
It's like
oh no!
It's like an SCP.
Oh god!
The old SCP game.
Ugh. Oh god!
The fucking face that comes at you.
Yep, pretty much.
I'm not that deep into SCP. I just know about it.
Right.
I don't breathe in that lore.
That would be TJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not making fun of him, but like he was like, guys, check this out. I'm like, no, I don't
I
want to know
know.
about it.
I will. I'll look it up. I like SCP shit. So anyway, but no, so there's like different like spectrums of kind of games you can play. Like that's one side. Or I saw a really funny idea. You play the Silver Age of comics style. And if you don't know what that is, wacky as fuck, like people suddenly turning into monkeys and like aliens fucking everywhere and they're weird. It's like something out of like acid trip, like just like if I don't eat these 10 billion burgers, I die. You know, that kind of plot.
But Captain,
you know?
Captain America, you can't eat your shield.
I will try.
But would I know if I'm naked while I'm being invisible? Well, you're gonna have to like take a leap of faith of that one.
It's like the dude. That sounds like the dude from Mystery Men. Also, Winter's
Sounds like-
pupper is barking, so she'll be right back.
Oh, I know, but I know there's one where it's called what was it? Monster of the Week.
Yes. That's technically a superhero game. It's more of a, I always called it the supernatural simulator. Because you're just literally playing a supernatural game. Like the show. Or Buffy. For the older people. What's up, guys? Or if you want to get a little bit more edgier, how about Angel?
Look,
Nice.
I'm,
Bob Ross.
I'm looking at the other ones.
There's also a really nice one. It's actually Sheba, I'd always known you wanted to play supervillains. There's a great game for that. It's called Cult Evildoer, and it uses the Savage World system. You play as a supervillain instead of a superhero, and it's hilarious.
Wow.
It gives you, I think it gives you points for being especially dickish.
I know that there is the DC Mutants and Mastermind.
Hey, that one's pretty good. And oh, sorry.
I was about to say Marvel just came out with their own.
They're going to. I already pre-ordered it. There's also, if you like Japanese shows, if you like the Japanese superhero shows, there is a Power Ranger one coming out soon. So check that out.
Champions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Champions is a really old one.
It's really old.
Hang
on, I'm looking through.
I guess somebody ate a bunch of wings.
Yeah, that would be X-Boomy.
Mm.
She ate, we had like Buffalo Wild Wings because it was like boneless Thursday, so we get buy one, you get one for free.
Hey.
So we bought like 30 wings for each of us.
By the way, I wish I could do caps, but because of the chat rules, I can't. Just look what I just posted.
Boneless pizza.
Boneless pizza. Can I get a boneless pizza?
Man, I'm trying to look for the list of all that. It's just not a lot. I mean,
and that's okay.
Yeah,
like,
there's Icons too.
Yeah, Icons is actually one of the newer ones. That one I haven't read yet, which is surprising because I've read almost all of them. But no, so what's really great about these games is it's just the massive amount of customization. Like, you can literally be whatever you want. You want to be a Superman wannabe? Go ahead. You want to be a floating brain in a jar that wants to, like, that uses telekinesis? You can do that. Yep, got it. You just want to be a normal dude who... our friend TJ will like this. A normal dude who has just the best luck possible. You can do that.
Or or in this case, the worst luck.
Yes.
Like
the most unluckiest man.
Yes, but everything it happens around other people, but not him. So the Nathan Drake syndrome.
Yes. Or Spider-Man syndrome. The Peter Parker luck.
Yeah.
I think another thing that I really enjoy about games like this is also, it's not about doing quests. You know, with like Dungeons and Dragons, it's about going out, killing monsters, getting treasure. That's the point of those.
Why would you kill the monsters?
Why would you? That's horrible.
Why would you kill the monsters?
The monsters.
The monsters. They're a harmless family. Oh. Yeah. Anyway. Bad joke.
No, it's fine.
Abort. Superman, best dad. Yes. Actually. What? Oh, I just read the chat.
Daddy? Sorry.
Daddy?
Daddy?
I like
Sorry.
there's yeah. To the oh shit.
Oh my,
I forgot to pop.
did I disconnected?
Yes.
Gotcha. But
It's okay. It's okay.
fine.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Not fine.
But no, but what I like, I just like just the amount of, or anyway, like I was saying, what I like about it is instead of like going out killing monsters, getting treasure, that's how you usually get XP from a lot of like the fantasy games. And this
Batman,
one,
sorry, father.
damn it, good one.
Anyway,
Dick just
you were sick.
Dick Grayson just looks, Daddy.
No, off topic. I love in the new Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. That it's canonically where Harley and Ivy look at Nightwing's butt. They're like, damn, that is a nice butt.
I like Poison Ivy.
It's like it's canon.
Hey.
It's canon.
What, that Nightwing has a nice ass?
Yeah, like they acknowledge it. They're like, man, he does have a nice butt.
So, anyway, so like we were talking about Winter, is that the great thing about superhero games is they're not about going out, killing monsters, getting treasure. It's about saving people. It's about going out, preventing disasters, fighting supervillains, and not killing them.
Gotta do things strategically.
Well, that's the thing, and in a lot of these games, there are actually no rules that actually have. Some of these games don't have rules for killing at all.
No, he can just go ham.
You just knock them out. Like, it's really a lot of these games. They actually reward you, or actually they penalize you for actually killing your opponent, and that makes it hard for like I think some people. I know. Would that be difficult for you, Winter, to get out of the mindset of like, you know, I have to kill the bad guy?
Yeah, probably at first, because you're so used to like D&D traditionally, where you have to go like defeat the bad guy, and you're slashing through monsters to get levels. But it's cool. It's a nice like change of pace where you have to like strategize and think about different ways of doing things and using different aspects of the character.
And like teamwork with your other teammates and such. So like
The moral system.
Yeah.
like we can't beat this guy, he's invulnerable. Well, I can make force fields, and then you can do like magic or something, so we can like find a way to knock him out.
Yeah. And
That's what I like most about it.
Yeah, and like it like it kind of you kind of like live your dream of being like either the superhero or in some cases the supervillain and all that. And
Yay.
there is a moral system, which is not, but it's like a moral roulette wheel basically. For some people.
And that's the thing, I mean, I totally get that if you want to play a game that's, it's a little bit more harder edge. So there's some games like Mutants and Masterminds, there are rules to kill the villains, but most of the time they don't want you to, because it's like a comic book series where, you beat the bad guy, you send him to jail, and he breaks out again. And then causes untold damage, and then we just do this cycle over and over and over and over and over. Hey, Batman, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Batman, how's he hanging? Arkham Asylum has the worst fucking security
I've ever seen.
Like, goddamn, you think Bruce Wayne with all that money could have built better security?
Or it's like the same with Tony Stark. Actually, no, Tony Stark just kills his bad
He-
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has no qualms with weapons.
I mean, he is a weapon.
You are not a gun.
You sure about that? I'm a
I'm sure-
walking gun.
I don't know. I have a fucking walking nuclear power source in my chest.
Fully armor powered death machine. But he does it for the kids.
I always wonder what the villains would do for society. I mean, I have a superhero campaign that I'm working. I'm not working. I'm actually. It's gonna be coming up as soon as we're done with the holiday break that we're gonna be doing for our little game group. But as well as because it has like 3 chapters into it. It has the first is the superheroes, introduce the superheroes on that. It's still in the same universe. The next one is supervillains, where you get to play as a supervillain still. And I would just let you guys just go fucking ham on like what do you do as a villain and all that. And it's still
What would be your supervillain?
Yeah, it's still in the same universe. It's just the aftermath of the first part, and then the third part will be like superheroes part 2.
Right.
Stuff
By the
like
way, I like my comment.
eat hot chip, lie, do Twitter.
That's what villains would do.
Don't do that. Villains do that.
Only villains do that. Well, it's like, I mean, if you really do want to play a superhero where, like, they have no qualms with killing, like, I kind of understand that. Like, you can be kind of the Tony Stark where he's not going to be like Batman who's I'm just going to put this dude in Arkham Asylum for, like, every 2 weeks. Like, no, I'm just gonna blow his head off
Jesus.
right now. No, that is true. That is very true, Pepperbone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have examples that we can say. Iron Man.
Well, Punisher's too easy, but he actually has a reason.
Well, that's the thing. The Punisher's not a hero at all.
He's not a hero at all.
He's an anti-hero. Hell, he debuted as a supervillain.
Look at Ant-Man. Yeah.
Hank Pym? Yeah, he's an asshole.
Hank Pym, the first Ant-Man? Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, Winter, if you don't know, I don't, you know about Hank Pym, right? Do you just know him from the movies, the MCU?
I just know him from the movies, and I don't even think I've seen 100% of the Ant-Man movies.
Which is fine. So just so you know, in the original comics, Hank Pym was a wife beater. We're not joking. I'm not joking, by the way. He beat his wife.
Oh, I know. Pepperbone agrees too. Fuck him.
I agree.
I'm glad they make him likable in the MCU.
Yeah.
Somewhat, but yeah.
And also, Hank Pym in the comics also made Ultron. Not Tony. It was Hank.
Oh.
Originally, it was Hank Pym who made Ultron. That's why when you look at we'll get with Superman. Hold on. But with Hank Pym, like that's why like Ultron has that weird like the little ant mouthpiece thing because it's But anyway, yeah, the whole he was a wife beater to the point where Captain America actually told him you better knock that shit off and all that. Comes up to him. Hank Pym becomes Giant Man and tries to take him down. Captain America breaks his leg,
beats the crap out of him
while he was in giant form too.
Mm-hmm. Also, I want to add something about the whole Ultron thing, because Ultron had in the comics he had the mental blueprint that was from Hank Pym and such, so he has like the same thinking as Hank Pym. He found Wasp very attractive. So Ultron in the comics had an Oedipus. Is it Oedipus?
Yeah, Oedipus.
He had an Oedipus complex, so
the-
he was really creepy with the wasp.
Yeah, to the point where he made a female version.
Yeah, and it wasn't good enough for him.
No.
I can't robo fap to this. This is disgusting. But no, anyway, huge tangent. But yeah, like with superhero games, you can kind of play any kind of flavor and such. Honestly, I think one campaign I'd like to see is, and I think this would be hilarious. I think you two would agree, and maybe the chat. Make the worst superhero possible. Have the shittiest powers.
Oh, I got a list.
So like, and your goal is to try to actually get hired on by an actual superhero team. That's like the whole group. So be like, okay, man, what do you do? I can throw my arms at people. What? What else do you do? That's it. I throw my arms at people.
What about you? What do you can do? I'm green. And, and that's it. That's my superpower. I'm just green.
I turn green.
No, he's just green. That's it. He's just well, yeah, he turns green, but like he's just green.
So basically, the mystery men.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
The fucking
It's just
Sphinx.
I'm only
What is he-
invisible if no one looks at me.
The shoveler. What is he good at? Using a shovel. I do like the invisible guy. I think that's funny. You can't look. You can't watch while I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay. Then you have like what, the stinker?
Oh,
He
the
farts.
I can't. Nuclear power would have made sense. I'm just reading. I'm reading the chat.
I know. I think I agree, X Boomy. Another one that I think would be funny. This is a Dane Cook reference, but shoot spaghetti out of your fingertips.
I got one where you're just mostly moist.
Aw, that's the worst. You're
That's
just
it.
wet.
That's it. You're just moist. Not even like dripping moist, but you're just moist. You try to shake someone's hand, you're like, oh. but you can slip and slide into anything. So basically, you can slip and slide through your own moist into cracks and shit like that.
That is so gross.
I know, but it's like, You're like, man.
Well,
He goes, we can't squeeze through that door. There's not enough room. Watch me.
Ah. What would you think would be a dumb superpower, Winter?
That's a good question. I don't know. The turning a color is pretty good one. It's really like nothing you can do with that.
So you're saying like if you touch something, you just change its color?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's not
Instead
blue.
of you, you just change things colors. I mean, I guess you could be like an interior decorator with that.
At least you're kind of useful.
Yeah.
hey, at least, I can't remember his fucking name, but he turns things to fucking different colors. But anyway, like he tricks Superman into thinking he's holding kryptonite.
Okay, you got
Oh,
you got
yeah.
a point there. Also,
That's
Oh, Color Kid, there we go.
Color Kid. Winter, I think an X-Men that you would find funny is there's a mutant who can turn into ice cream.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Why?
His superpower is so dumb.
Any type of ice cream.
Any type of ice cream, just all of them. Why? Because yes.
Because he can.
Apparently he was like an assassin or something because he could just turn into ice cream liquid, go under doors, and then he would just kill you in your sleep by drowning you in ice cream.
Oh,
Wow,
no.
that's
It's like, yeah,
kind of useful but ridiculous.
the ice cream. That's his name.
The ice cream, is that his name?
Hang on, let me type it out. Color Kid? No, Color Kid. Not colored. Color Kid.
Oh, that's awesome. But
And-
I think that would be a hilarious kind of game to play. It'd be just mystery men, and like
Yeah.
it just turned into The Office pretty much, where it's like more of a comedy at most.
Yeah.
The supervillains let you win because they feel sorry for you.
I'm gonna I'm just looking at the worst mutant powers, and one of them is like the fucking gold balls, where he shoots gold balls out of his body.
Hey, no, they retcon that. He's important. No, I'm not kidding. He
I'm
is
sure
actually
he
legit
is.
important now.
Dude.
No, he is.
Guys, we gotta give some love to Glob Herman.
Who's Glob? Oh! Is he like the dude that's just like a skeleton in a glob body?
Yeah.
So he's just a big booger.
Yeah.
Delicious.
But he's so wholesome, though.
True. That's what I don't know if you guys agree with me on this, but that's why I like the X-Men so much. Mutants, I like it that they have like levels of like actual good powers.
All
And,
love. All love, yes.
Oh, never mind, puppy. All love. Who's that?
Pepper Bone.
Oh.
You guys are watching us.
Oh no, I know. But I mean, like,
I think he meant for I don't know. Anyway.
I'll have to look that up.
Oh god, the guy that vomits acid.
Yeah, that's kind of a shitty superpower,
Is
to
that
be
a
honest.
Geist?
Oof, Jesus.
Hey, Cypher is actually pretty useful if you think about it.
Isn't that the guy that can hack in? Is that the guy that can understand all language and stuff?
Both alien and human.
That is actually really useful. He shouldn't be on this list. It's just he can't fight at all.
Yeah. Jazz. The only power is his skin is blue, and that's it. That's not a joke. That's not the joke. Oh, they put Jubilee on this fucking list.
Jubilee is actually useful. She can make things explode.
What's this?
My 90s X-Men heart is breaking right now.
Hey, you take that back, GameSpot list.
What did they say?
Rogue.
What?
I'm offended. Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Sounds like they're just putting in that stuff to get attention.
Well, it's GameSpot, so...
Who?
Oh, I hope they don't say anything. Or I hope they don't sue us.
Toad.
I feel kind of bad for Toad.
Yeah.
He gets shit on by the other Brotherhood most of the time. I think the only time they made him actually cool was in the first movie.
I mean, they made him a joke in Evolution.
Well, I mean, he was a joke.
Yeah. He's like, yo, you want some say, man? I'm a toad.
Yeah, like
keep on going. I'm looking at through like horrible powers.
but yeah, and Winter, I think like I said, I think Mutants and Masterminds would be a good starter for you to get at least try out to do like, you know, superhero games and such. I would totally recommend it.
Yeah, it does sound really fun. I like the customization thing.
Same. I just like it that with the right points, you can make a truly broken character. Anything with... Oh, sorry.
Oh, I mean, I would maybe accidentally make a broken character.
Quote unquote accidentally. I've seen people make some pretty epic characters. There was one guy I saw made a gravity controlling character.
Ooh.
It was pretty good, yeah.
I'd probably make something with some sort of like, what is it, telekinesis, where you can move things with your mind.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
telekinesis.
That'd be cool. And I'd be like, not completely an asshole, but kind of neutral. Like I would charge for my services as a superhero, but
Oh,
it wouldn't be like super crazy expensive. I would kind of scale it based on like what the person could afford.
oh, so you would you'd be a little bit like kind of like the hired help kind of hero, quote unquote.
Yeah, but not as much of a dick about it.
Right. Not Deadpool. That's all you had to say. I mean, Deadpool is an asshole. This is canon.
Oh god, I remember this guy, Billy Hoskins.
What does he do?
He has one mutant ability. He is a living bomb. He can only explode once,
Oh,
and it would kill him.
Oh. Shit.
His mutant power, his mutant name, I don't remember his mutant name, but basically, he can self-detonate himself, but only once.
Because afterwards he's dead.
Yeah, the only time he actually got to use it was to sacrifice himself to save the multiverse, and that was it.
Oh, well, hey.
And no one remembered him except for Professor Xavier, who says, put a statue of this guy. Why? Just do it.
Just do it. No, what you're saying, he went out with a bang?
Yeah.
Hey.
And we were like,
yeah.
it's like, oh, it's just a normal explosion. No, it was a 20 megaton explosion. So if this guy were to activate his mutant ability, he would fucking take out a goddamn Manhattan.
Kill everyone. Indeed, Pepper. But yeah, like, there's, I just like superhero games. I think they're just really fun and neat. They're kind of like, they're kind of different from fantasy games where, well, not too much. They let you, be like an alter ego, like your power fantasy, but you get to help people along the way.
Yeah.
You know. And
yeah,
I
it
think
has
that's
the
neat.
fantasy element, but like some real life applications and
Yeah.
moral dilemmas.
Yeah, and I think it's just cool to just, you play Dungeons and Dragons so much. Like, I think that's like the most popular game right now, and it's a nice palate cleanser, honestly.
Plus, you get to, like I said, you get to live out your superhero, supervillain fantasy.
Yeah,
Just do it.
fuck it.
Oh, I remember
Be the
this.
hero or villain of your story.
I remember this. Forget Me Not.
Is that the guy that people, the moment they meet him, they forget about him?
Yeah, that's it. That's his superpower. But
That sounds like a nightmare.
it is.
It is.
Professor Xavier actually had to force himself to put a mental note every hour to remember that this guy exists.
Wow.
But it's like a mental note. It's like, yes, this guy.
Oh, he exists.
So, but here's the thing. They actually have him. He's an X-Men, but he's like part of the one of the branches, but where he does like where he sneaks in and all that, because of his ability. As soon as people see him, they just forget about him. So he can sneak in.
Useful. Yeah.
Because one time he actually snuck into the White House just to grab some documents. It didn't get in trouble because no one knows who he is. Hell, he doesn't even know who his name is.
Wow.
He just looks like Josh
Normal
Whedon.
guy. He kind of does look like a little bit like Josh Whedon.
He looks like Josh Whedon.
Hey.
Hey, oh. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I think and the awesome thing about these games is that they're usually actually on the lower price end. So, because you only really need one book to play these games. So, with like Mutants and Masterminds, a single, the core rule book, I believe it's like almost like $20, and that's it.
30. It's 35 on Amazon.
Oh, it is. It's 35.
It's 35, and the newest edition of it is about 40. But that's also what's on Amazon too.
Okay.
I would recommend getting the deluxe hero book because it has all the books.
Mm-hmm. So you don't like waste space like
So Bobby Hopkins is useless like Chaozu from Dragon Ball. Yeah.
he was useful for like
One time.
5 minutes. Or if we want to go useless characters, I mean, we could just, be like, well,
Let's talk about Beak. No, let's not talk about Beak. Literally, his superpower is he is a chicken man, and it's
he's a chicken man.
It's horrifying to look at him.
Hey, he got the girl. Give him a break.
He did. He did.
Yeah. He smashed. Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me look at what he looks like again.
Ugh.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't look too bad. Kind of reminds me of Tokiyami from My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah. So recommendations for like if you want to get a feeling of how to do like a game like that. If you want to do like a game where you're all like teenage heroes and such, My Hero Academia is like one of the best blueprints ever.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a good starter pack for all that. And of course, you watch the MCU movies. I guess if you're like if you have Disney Plus, you can watch the 90s X-Men, the 90s Spider-Man, the other like X-Men shows and all that.
Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That's a good show.
We were robbed of it.
Yeah, we were robbed. We were robbed. If you don't know what we're talking about, Winter, there was the show. It was an Avengers show. It wasn't Avengers Assemble. No one likes that show.
Don't watch that one.
Even though I think isn't Matt Mercer on that show?
Yeah, and so is Travis William.
Fucking knew it. I know Travis was in it because he plays Thor.
Of course he does.
Yeah, of course. And then
Laura Bailey's also Black Widow.
That makes so much sense.
There's actually a scene that's actually hilarious where Black Widow becomes a vampire and she like was trying to run. She got spotted by the Avengers, so she tried to run and ran into a mirrored wall, not realizing she has no reflection.
Yeah, the show is a more comedic and such. So if that's the kind of show you want to do, you can totally do that.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes was like, oh my god, it's what like just
2 seasons of really good storytelling. And then there was supposed to be a 3rd season, and then it got canceled, which is weird because that was when the MCU was like at its biggest hype.
Yeah, that's the reason why is they canceled it is because the Avenger movie was coming out, the first one, and so they stopped it so they could make a new show based on the MCU.
It was awful.
It was awful.
Yeah, but if
I mean, it's our opinion that we don't like it, but if you like it, go right ahead. It just we're not fans of it. Also, like if you have HBO Max, Batman the Animated Series is also a good show too. Of course, Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans. Of course, Justice League, and Justice League Unlimited, such.
I like the Justice League cartoon.
I mean, if you want to watch the Arrowverse cartoon, Arrowverse show, I won't stop you. I mean, they're not that bad. It's just I kind of fell out of the whole thing.
I did too. I just came back from the multiverse.
No, you did the voice critical penguin thing. Ooh, just disappeared.
I know I disappeared. But no, and also if you want to, did you talk about the DC movies?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
Well, I talked about the show, not the.
Oh, okay. But if you want a more darker kind of experience and such, and you want that kind of feel, totally watch the DC, I guess, cinematic universe. I don't know what you call it.
DCU.
Yes.
The DC, yeah, the DCU.
Yeah, totally get those to watch.
DCU?
Yeah, sure. Gotcha. No, but like, honestly, if you want my opinion, if you want to watch those, I would at least watch, Man of Steel. If you really want to, Batman v Superman, but watch the, what was it, the Ultimate Cut?
Yeah, the Ultimate Cut.
Yeah, watch that instead, and then you really don't have to watch the first Suicide Squad because that movie is.
But if you want to, watch the director's cut.
Yeah, if you want to, keyword.
But the new Suicide Squad, oh yeah.
Watch that.
Watch
that
it.
shit is good.
It's good.
Good shit.
Mm.
It's good. It's good.
If it was on a plate, I would eat it.
Like Gordon Ramsay, who like
finally some fucking real food. Look,
real fucking food. Look at the bin. But no. Then obviously watch like the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. Don't watch the Josh Whedon version. That movie is terrible, and we don't support bad, predatory people on this podcast. I don't know if you heard about what happened.
but we do support the
Winter.
Predator, though.
Hmm.
I don't know how much you know about Josh Whedon and what happened with him.
Wait, was he the one that did the Justice League movies?
He did the one, and he did the Avengers movies.
Oh, that's right.
He also made
guess I did.
he also made Buffy, Firefly, and Angel.
Yeah.
He's that guy. Yeah, we don't support predatory people on this podcast, so
Like I said, we also we support the Predator, though.
play him
Predator
as a superhero.
character.
Yeah, play him as a superhero. That'd be amazing.
And I wish I could post. I mean, I could add gifs on there. I mean, I just added the only villains do that.
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, it's getting close to ending the podcast. So yeah, final thoughts. I'll let Winter go. What's your final thoughts about, this genre? Pretty much, like, how do you feel about it?
I enjoy superhero stuff in general, so it'd be fun to play it someday. I would definitely make a custom character. I mean, unless it was like a specific game where they're like, no, you're gonna pick a set person, then I'd be like Loki or Poison Ivy or something.
The morally ambiguous character.
Yeah.
Well, and that's okay. Anything else? Like, just
No, maybe I'll play someday.
there you go. It'd be kind of weird to have Loki but not Thor on the Avengers team that time. But it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. I'm not saying no.
I mean, we just have a what if show just came on.
True.
Yeah, Thor could be off with the Guardians doing stuff.
You mean the Asgardians of the galaxy?
We're the Revengers.
We're the Revengers.
We're here to just get revenge. You want revenge?
We're just here to get revenge.
We're just here to get revenge. You want revenge? I guess I want revenge.
Looks like Hulk. You want revenge? Yeah, he wants revenge. Okay, then Sheba, what do you think of like final thoughts? Hello?
I'm thinking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, no, I didn't drop out again. God damn it.
I would say that's what we've been saying. I've been saying this. Like, I'm into superheroes as well. I've been in through since then. My favorite heroes were always Superman and Spider-Man, and I always loved the X-Men when I was growing up, and I still do till this day. Even if the yes, X people.
Sorry.
Ugh, no, he just reminded me of that scene in Dark Phoenix.
Oh yeah, why don't they just call you ex people? Shut up, no one cares.
No, it's like the women save a lot. We call it ex women. That's not the point. Not the point.
But yeah.
Yeah, like this. I'm not good with like closing speeches and all that. But
That's fine.
But I guess what I was going to say is, like this, live all your fantasies and all that. Support your media. Go nuts and all that. Like just go, let your creative juices flow like the spice melange.
There's a superhuman right there.
All is a superhuman.
He's the embodiment of the trait of the trope. Beware of the Superman. Very, very much so. So
yeah. And I guess just like just watch support the media and all that, and have fun.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess for me is I think. How to do a superhero game, I think the best way to put it is superheroes nowadays, they're not just, weirdos in colorful costumes, which some of them are, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I was like, are you sure about that?
Yeah. There's just some are weirder than others. Looking at you, Deadpool. No, but what a superhero is pretty much they're kind of like our modern day myth. So, like, with the Greeks, they had, like, the pantheon of gods and such. With us, our myths are, like, the Justice League and the Avengers, the X-Men. These are,
a really good way to put it, actually.
It is. These are stories...
It's been said, too, in the DC universe.
Especially DC.
Oh, yeah.
But Marvel as well.
Like Amazon and stuff.
Yeah. It's like these powerful characters, these godlike characters, are kind of actually an improvement on the older myths, because where a lot of the myths, like the gods and heroes of those myths and such, are very much made in the time that they were made, so most of the time they were assholes.
Yeah.
So, like, Zeus is a total douchebag, and instead of the gods living high above us and such, looking down on us, the superheroes are more the gods that walk among us and they live with us. So you can always play with that theme of them struggling between, am I able to live a regular person's life, or am I always going to be relegated to this mythological struggle between the darkness that is what I have to fight and such. So you have, like, am I and you can even ask questions of, like, is even being a superhero a good idea at all? You can do the Watchmen thing where, if I'm a superhero and I'm a god and I can do whatever I want, what about the normal people? Do they have a say in whatever their normal life is? Like, you can play with those themes, and that's why I'm gonna be really honest with you. I actually like superhero games more than Dungeons and Dragons. I even like it more than the horror games sometimes, because I think it's a much more thought-provoking approach.
Absolutely. It's got all those human elements and everything that we struggle with.
And there's so much, like, really, you can play with elements of, like, how far do I have, or how much of a hero do I have to be, or what's the limit, or do I have to have limitations of what I do? Do I answer to anybody? I think, like, those kinds of stories you can tell with games like Mutants and Masterminds and Godlike, and if you have the time and you have the interest, please do them. Like, it will really change your outlook on things. So that's my final thing. I know I was a little bit long-winded, so sorry about that.
Well, certainly you would say just because you have superpowers doesn't mean your love life would be perfect. I
No.
don't think superpowers automatically means that there won't be any personality problems. family problems or any money problems. I tried to write characters who are human beings who have superheroes powers.
Yeah.
Like where DC is more about the gods among us and all that. Marvel is more like the people who work their way to become the gods.
Yeah.
Or it's more like people who were accidentally given these gifts, but they're very much still human.
Yeah. Well, I would say it's DC with Batman, but shut up, it's cool.
Listen, Batman is more than human now. He is a bat god. No, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
He's pretty much there's this. Before we end it, just quickly, there's a thing in DC where there are certain characters that will always be. They will always exist. Batman is one of them. So no matter who he is, like if it's Bruce Wayne, his dad, it could be anybody, but Batman will always exist because the idea of him will exist.
Oh, I've heard about that. And then as the counterpart, that means the Joker will always exist because he represents the opposite.
Yes. That is what DC is in a nutshell. It is these grand mythic ideas that walk among us. Marvel, it's more what happens when somebody who lives in the real world, the real world, they suddenly gain superpowers. Do they stay human or do they become the Ubermesh where they don't have to listen, they don't have to deal with the normal morality of life. So, but yeah, like I love these stories. I will always love them. I've loved them since I was like 4 years old. I'll still read comics and shit like that. So give it a shot. Seriously, like, go play. Go. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming up to the podcast tonight. We don't know what we're gonna do next week.
No, actually no.
Oh, we're not doing it next week?
It's Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right, Thanksgiving. That's
what are you doing?
Whoops.
I don't think we have
Thanksgiving podcast. No.
I don't think we have a Thanksgiving themed games. Or do we? No, we don't. So I guess like the week after that,
we'll have to decide what we're gonna do.
Yeah, at least we'll take a little holiday break, and then things are gonna get a little rocky for the next few weeks during December because, well, it's the holiday season and some of us have to work more shifts. I perfectly have to because I have to do carpeting at my work.
Nope.
I have to work more hours because I work in retail, so...
Yeah, I gotta do 12-hour shifts for 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And I'm pretty sure winter you have school you have to do, so...
Schoolwork.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh, wait, no. Drink smart water. I'm still dumb! That's not what it means. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. We'll see you next time.